Hi there BMW owners. Today in your 2022 BMW 3 Series, we're going to be taking a look and test fitting Kuat's Sherpa 2-bike platform rack. And this 2-bike platform rack is going to be a great bike rack for any type of bike. We're showing it off with a carbon fiber bike because this is not a frame style clamp that it uses, which can be damaging for carbon fiber bikes. This one will hold it by both of the wheels, both the front and the rear. This way it can secure your bike without securing it in a way that could potentially damage certain style of frames like our carbon fiber. The clamping mechanism here will work on a bike that has wheels up to 29 inches in diameter, down to 20 inches. However, the arm that you see right here will only go down to 24 inches. If you want to go down below 24 inches to that 20 to 24, you'll need to insert the adapter here. And this piece simply just clamps with these little straps here right around this. It fits right up into the slot, and you can see it extends it down. So that way you can use like a child's bike or something on here as well. On back, it's just a cam buckle strap that holds it in place here. So you got your clamp back there, and you can see we've got cradles on both the front and the rear wheels, and they are extra wide, so that way it will accommodate your road bike like we've got here, your mountain bikes, and even some of your smaller fat bikes. There is a tilt-away feature here on this rack, so you can simply pull this and it will tilt down. That'll just give you a little bit more room so you can get in here to access anything you might have in your trunk. And it's really useful if you've got another vehicle. Maybe you just use this one when it's just you and you're just gonna hit the trail, but when you've got somebody that you're gonna bring with you, you might have an SUV you wanna use, and having it tilted away like this will allow you to open the lift gate on most of those vehicles. When you're ready to use your bike, to release it, simply press it on the button here. That will then pull out, and this will go all the way down, which is really nice. A lot of other the bike racks out there that have the arms that go up, they're still in the way, so you gotta like pull your bike around out from the arm. Since that goes all the way flush, it's not in our way whatsoever. We'll go over here to our other side and release our strap. Just push in on this, and that just pulls out of there. And now we can grab our bike, and we're ready to ride. Our cradle for our front wheels have a folding mechanism, so when you're not using it, you can fold that down to streamline it. That'll also just reduce how much our rack sticks up, because it does have another storage position, and we'll be showing you that later. On the front here, you do have a locking mechanism, so you can use the included cable to wrap around the frame of your bike and lock into place. You do get 2 sets of keys with it, so that way you can keep one on with you on your person, and then you can keep a spare at home or for somebody else in your household that may use it. Before we put it in that storage position, we're gonna grab some measurements here. From our bumper to the furthest point out here is about 35 inches. That's about how far it's gonna add to the length of your vehicle. It's good to keep that in mind when you're going to park your vehicle, back it in any spots that it is sticking out behind you there. At the back, our clearance to the ground at our furthest point is about 20.5 inches, and our closest point to the ground here is at about 10.5 inches. If we grab our handle here and pull it, we can then put it upright into the storage position. This will minimize the distance that it sticks out behind our vehicle, making it a little easier to drive if we just kind of keep this on here all the time, even though we're not using it. Now our distance is only about 17.5 inches added to the length of our vehicle. Our distance to the ground is going to remain the same at this point here at about 10.5 inches. Our closest point when we're in our storage position here looks like it's probably going to be here at our arm at about 6.5 inches. Our rack here is designed to work with a 2-inch receiver. It slides right in, 2-inch by 2-inch, and secures with the included pin and locking mechanism. This has an anti-rattle that's built into it with the knob here on the back. You simply tighten that down to take any play out of your bike rack. You can see here that there's no play in the rack. You're just seeing the receiver move, and that's because this is a removable receiver, why you're seeing the movement there. I'm gonna go ahead and loosen it up so you can see how much play would be there if you weren't using the anti-rattle mechanism. So we're just loosening that up there. And look at all that play that's in there. So this really does a great job of removing the rattle out of your bike rack, which can reduce any noise when driving down the road. It's also better for your racks your bikes if it's not rattling around too much. A lot of your other bike racks are going to use a bolt style anti-rattle pin to secure it. So rather than just pushing your rack in and securing it with the pin really fast, you got to line it up, get your bolt in there, and then you have to tighten that bolt down to get your anti-rattle to work with those other styles. And you got to have some tools so you can crank that thing down. With this, it's a completely toolless mechanism, and it's set up a lot faster than those other styles. Kuat Sherpa is a premium bike rack that offers you kind of everything you would need to haul a couple of bikes with you of any kind of style. I like that it comes with the adapter for your smaller bikes, gives you a nice range that you can carry. Great for a bike rack that can go with you throughout your child's life as they're smaller and they progressively go to bigger bikes. This rack's going to be there for you the whole way. There is a nicer one out there that Kuat does have, the NV, which gives you pretty much all the same features that you see here, but also features a stand here at the back when you're in the storage position that comes up. So when you're out there on the trail, if you have anything that happens to your bike, you got a stand that you can work with right there on the trail to get you back out there on the trail. So that can be really useful. It's a feature that I think is really nice to have over the Sherpa, but the Sherpa here, you know, is a little bit cheaper because it misses out on that feature, but still has all the great features you need to transport your bike to different locations. And that completes our look at Kuat's Sherpa 2-bike platform rack on our 2022 BMW X3 Series.